What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the LV Raider 10 YouTube channel. The Raiders got absolutely blown out in Indianapolis by the Colts. Hopefully we don't see a performance like that again. It was just a really bad performance all around. Offense, defense, special teams even. And I think that we are all kind of fed up with the Raiders at this point. But let's go ahead and let's still do a reaction to it.
On 3rd and 7. Jones, complete, short of the first down to Pittman. And there is a flag. Genty the back, Geno Smith to throw. And floating one for Genty. He's got it. Spinning across the 40, and that's a Raider first down.
I will say this is the only drive that the Raiders seem to have any kind of confidence, any kind of cohesion, timing, rhythm. This is the only drive, and if you know anything about NFL football, the first drive for every offense is always scripted. So the fact that we're only doing well on our scripted plays, that's not a good sign of a good offense or a good offensive play caller. So a lot needs to be done in the next upcoming weeks. That's for certain.
And they're going to try to find a way to isolate him versus the linebackers for the Colts. But this is a part of his game they feel like they really haven't tapped into yet. And again, without Brock Bowers, they have to add another weapon to this passing game.
Trey Tucker in motion. Genty is brought down right away. Nick Cross. 3rd and 4. Smith from the 40 throws. Caught. That's Jack Besh, the rookie from TCU, who has not played a whole lot, just enough for the first down. Smith for Jacoby Myers, who makes the catch and falls forward for the first down. That's Trey Tucker in motion to give to Genty, and Genty, look at that, all 5'8" of him powering his way for the first down near the 20. Straight ahead, Geno Smith keeps. And the kind of Las Vegas people mover system was enough, at least, to get them the first down. Geno Smith. Pressure coming in. He is sacked around the 15-yard line. Tyquan Lewis. Now another third down, but this 3rd and goal. Genty catches. Can he find the end zone? And 3 or 4 Colts stop him just beyond the 5-yard line. 24-yard try for Daniel Carlson. He had that kick blocked. Well, the Raiders looked like they were going to defeat the Bears last Sunday. And this one is through.
And it starts off. We're looking good. Took up nearly the entire first quarter here. We go up 3-0. It looks like exactly what I was trying to preach in the preview, which was get down to the red zone. Although they didn't do what I asked, which was get 7 points out of it, we took up a lot of the clock, and we got points out of it in the red zone, and then it just falls apart. Everything just kind of falls apart from here. The defense stepped up sometimes here and there, but besides that, our offense didn't look great. Defense, again, special teams, again, did not look great. So, here we go. Here it goes.
Jones to throw, completes. Josh Downs gets near the first down. Another pass open, and slipping the tackle is Pittman. Maintaining balance, using his hand across the 40 before the whistle blows. Pass, Downs across midfield.
I'm sure that they wanted someone who could work at it the way Daniel Jones has.
He keeps. And there are some zone reads they have in the game plan, not like what we saw, as you said, when he was a Giant. But let's see here if that's good enough for the first down. 3rd and 4. Jones. The field. Now to the 20 is Tyler Ward. He's got a first down.
Daniel Jones and really Jonathan Taylor did basically whatever they wanted to. Daniel Jones was sitting there in the pocket. We didn't really get any pressure on him, which was what I asked for in the preview as well. We didn't really do much of that. So he just sat there in the pocket, delivered, made the reads he needed to make. Jonathan Taylor, same thing. Gets the ball handed off to him, runs behind a really good offensive line, and they did exactly what they're doing here, which is driving down the field. And again, like I said, when they get into the red zone, they score 7 points. That was going to be the difference. Is they're going to score 7. So they're moving the ball here, and I don't think they score on this drive 7, but they're going to continue to score, and they scored a lot this game.
Giddens remains in on 3rd down and 12. Jones, pressure coming. Downs, spins, near the first down is Josh Downs.
You know they like to go to Warren, you know they like to go to Josh Downs, but you get them to do exactly what you want when you play soft zone coverage. Throw short of the sticks, rally up.
Things anyway, it's 2nd down 10. Throw complete.
Yeah, there you go.
Tyler Warren. Is in for a Colts touchdown.
Right. He's working on Jeremy Chin. He works the outside leverage, and Tyler Warren sets him up well. Daniel Jones puts the ball in a perfect spot. I mean, you really can't cover that if you're Jeremy Chin.
From the 30, Geno Smith. Underneath that's Trey Tucker up near the 45 on a first down. By the way, we did get an answer. That was he is a left-handed thrower.
He is left-handed.
Going deep. And he couldn't hang on. Dante Thornton Jr. Ball got in there between some Colts, but the coverage good.
Right spot, good ball, one-on-one, Dante Thornton Jr. as the Colts bring pressure, forces.
I remember this possession right here. I remember there was either a flag or something happened maybe on first down, and it became 2nd and long. And 2nd and 3rd down, we try to get all of the yards back, which made no sense. 2 straight plays, I remember Geno going down the field, and both were incompleted. What's the point of throwing it deep? Like, let's sustain a drive. Although we're behind the chains now, we don't got to get it immediately on 2nd and 3rd down. Let's try to gain some yards, make it a more manageable 3rd down. But for some reason, we just want to continue to attack deep on every single possession. It feels like every single possession has a deep throw that doesn't seem to connect. So let's go away from that. Let's do something else. Let's be a more methodical team, not take the deep shots downfield. But I don't know. Nothing is really working for the Raiders offensively as of recent. So
Geno Smith to get that thing up out early, but he had his one-on-one matchup. Good job putting in a spot where Thornton could get it. Try to get up high point that football if he could.
A.J. Cole, and it's blocked! Ball's loose, rolling around the 10-yard line. And the Raiders on it, but the Colts will take over with a big special teams play.
And this is even more devastating because A.J. Cole is an all-pro, Pro Bowl type punter, and arguably our biggest asset, especially when our offense is as terrible as it's been. And special teams coverage breaks down. Special teams protection breaks down. Injures one of arguably our best player this season, which has been A.J. Cole. So that's even greater.
And this is just a flat-out miss. I mean, barely touched. I think I almost hit him in the stomach. Or worse. But either way, big-time gaff in the protection for the Raiders.
Spotted inside the 10 at the 180. The give. Jonathan Taylor is in for a Colts touchdown.
Take a look at left guard. Usually you see him running and they're pushing up somewhere in here. No, he goes all the way outside. And watch Taylor just fall on his big guard, and tight ends paving the way for him. Darian Porter, the rookie, is like, I didn't sign up for this.
That's a 15-yard difference as Smith throws to Ashton Genty, who was tackled right away. Latu made the tackle for the Raiders. Well, that was weird. A pitch. Need to get to the 35 for the first down, and Ashton Genty does that. Raiders have an injured punter. Smith in trouble. He's not going to get away. Sacked at the 45.
For Trey Tucker as he comes across this formation. They fake the pitch. He gets depth. Tucker's not there. Not enough time to wait for Jacoby Myers to get across. Unfortunately, had to burn a timeout.
Geno Smith protected well. Tucker is open. Down to the 10. Trey Tucker with all that speed. Fastest Raider. Time for Geno Smith. Batted in the air and intercepted by the Colts.
And it seems like every single week this happens. Geno Smith throws a pick and kills any kind of momentum that we got, either defensively or driving down the field as we were doing here. We were set up in the red zone off of a deep play. We were feeling better offensively, and then something like this happens. He nearly got picked 3 different times this game, and that would have been 3 picks in 3 straight games. He only got picked twice, so I guess improvement, ? But terrible. Absolutely terrible. And, I mean, I guess a good play to get your hand up here and for the Colts to come down with it as an interception, but Geno has to place the ball better or something because it's not working out. Honestly, Geno is not working out.
Latu gets the deflection, and he'll get credit for the pick.
To stymie the Raiders' drive.
Colts shorthanded on defense, but with a big play. 3rd down 2. Raiders, if they get a stop, they have time to do something. Pass. And that ain't going to happen as 3rd down slack guy Josh Downs hauls that in. Coming over from the college crew. We appreciate that. Comes out throwing. And that's Tyler Warren. He's near a first down. Looks like he's just a little bit short. I mean, a millisecond makes a difference for the speed of these guys and the talent. Jones on first down throwing open in between a couple of Raider defenders is Ashton Doolin, and he hangs on despite the tough.
This was a good play by Jeremy Chin, separating the ball from the pass catcher. Great play.
Hit from Jeremy Chin. Added review from the home office in New York, and loose ball on the ground. Did not maintain possession, no catch.
Yeah, thanks to the Jeremy Chin hit. I mean, it puts his shoulder pad right on the ball, and you can see it goes from his right hand to his left. Not completing control.
Good use of the expedited review. They got it. And
Daniel Jones.
We'll find out.
We'll figure that out.
If they get to the end zone, they don't have to worry about it unless they want an extra point. Jonathan Taylor. Down the sideline he goes. Flipped in the air at the 15-yard line.
Quentin Nelson going the other way. The big number 56 getting on the outside. Putting just a body on Landon Roberts. Clearing the way. Drew Ogletree as well.
When the Raiders said that Jackson Powers-Johnson was going to move over to the guard spot, I wasn't super up in arms with it because I knew that he can move really well. So at the guard spot, a position that pulls all the time and gets outside, I would expect the Raiders to use JPJ exactly how they're using Quentin Nelson here for the Colts. But I want to see Jackson Powers-Johnson get utilized more as they're using Quentin Nelson here. Get him out in front of Ashton Genty, make him lead block down the field.
Picked up 16-yard line. 16 yards, batted as they snap the ball. And Daniel Jones stepped back.
Max Crosby so active. Even if he can't get to the quarterback, he's staying alive to get in passing lanes, bat balls down. That tip pick last week, doing it all himself. May have to here today, given the Raiders' struggles on offense.
Jones gets rid of it in the middle. Close to that first down around the 5. That's Michael Pittman, sure-handed. Again, the team's leading receiver. Jones set to throw. He can run it. He can throw it. And diving in the end zone. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman.
He's the Raiders defender who flushes Daniel Jones outside the pocket. And because they're bringing the pressure, it leaves more one-on-one opportunities. And Pittman, look at him wide open in the back of the end zone, able to uncover.
And
all these injuries in the secondary, just surprised that, again, allowing those guys to be matched up one-on-one. Try to play more coverage, try to get doubles where you can, and force Jones to have to find somebody to go to the football, but waste time.
Jones looking around, end zone, and just off the fingertips there. It looked like it was a little behind Michael Pittman Jr. This is a tougher one.
Yeah, a bit off the mark, and I think he kind of got out of rhythm, but somewhat catchable. What was odd to me, though, is he had Jonathan Taylor right out of the backfield. Tyler Warren does a good job creating some traffic, and he never really looks there. Even had Tyler Warren coming back, so.
If they're inflating the ball a little bit more, I know Vic Fangio and the Eagles made some reference to that as this pass is underneath with a lot of running room. Albert O, they call him. Albert O, the Colts were his last team. He was on the practice squad in 2024 here in Indy and released in July. Time. Pass is gathered in, and they're going to rule that a catch inside the 39-yard line. Remember, they had it blocked against the Bears. Raider fans aren't forgetting that. Cost them a win last week. Daniel Carlson is off the mark.
That's one that Daniel Carlson has to hit, honestly. I'm sorry. That going into halftime, we're going to get the ball at the end of the half. So we got to capitalize on whatever kind of possessions we have, especially when we only got the ball with like less than 20 seconds left. If we get into field goal range, which we did, you got to be able to hit those. Those can be momentum shifting, game changing kind of points right there. Obviously, it didn't end up mattering at the end of this game, but in a different game, we got to hit those.
Gotta stay in this thing.
It is Genty. He's got some blocks, and he stays on his feet for a first down. A strong run. Just as you mentioned, Brady Quinn, a moment ago. Smith throwing down the sideline. Some hand jockeying going on as Jack Bech was the target, but Ward, best cover guy in that secondary.
Safety just gotta see it come along.
From the pocket, Jones. Catch made, sliding at the 46. It's Doolin again.
Well, it was behind Doolin because it had to be.
Jonathan Taylor, big hole. Down to the 26, 27-yard line, a Colt first down. Quick toss, getting rid of it quickly. Josh Dallas, boy, he's got that good move. We've seen it already 3 times. Getting another first down. He's like... Taylor. Jonathan Taylor brought down around the 5-yard line. Looked like he was going to go. Devin White had to chase him down. Jonathan Taylor, he's got 1 touchdown today. He's got 2.
And from this point, the Colts just start piling it on. Honestly, when your defense is out there for as long as they were, and offense can't sustain a drive at all, what it seems like consistent 3 and outs, damn near every possession. It's not that I can't blame them, but the fact that you have to go against one of the better offensive lines in the NFL on top of Jonathan Taylor running it down the middle of our defense consistently, it's tough to do, especially when you're on the field for a majority of the game. So I understand why Jonathan Taylor had basically a career day. Obviously, I don't know if it was a career day or not, but a really good game. I get it. I totally get it. We got to put together a better overall game. Exactly like I said in the beginning. All three fronts were terrible this game, and the Colts really shown why they're one of the better teams in the NFL right now. They just executed their game plan to an absolute T, and the Raiders didn't do any of that at all.
Watch as this opens up. Just roll the replay. He presses it, patient, sidestep. Lamau and Roberts can't even get to him in time.
And the Colts are going to get a lot of work on two-point conversions. Jones for two. Short catch made, but not going to be enough.
Myers, Trey Tucker. Someone's going to find a spark.
Pass to Colts, and it's intercepted.
What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Honestly, what are we looking at?
Someone's going to find a spark.
Again, staring down the receiver. The corner just stares down Geno Smith. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Jumps the ball perfectly. Another interception.
Pass to Colts, and it's intercepted.
Double coverage. Dude, double freaking coverage. And Geno Smith comes out in a presser and says, just trust the process? No, absolutely not. Not when you're throwing 3 interceptions a game. You're averaging freaking 2. Like, no, dude, no. Something needs to change. Nothing's going to, but something needs to. And this is just terrible. Geno Smith continues to be terrible for the Raiders. And honestly, I didn't really like the trade in the beginning, if I'm being honest, but I fell into the hype. I was defending him, and now he's just been bad, really bad. Something needs to happen. Like I said, it's not going to happen, but it's bad. It's really bad.
A takeaway for Indianapolis. Mekhi Blackman, and he looks like he stepped out. The official there is pointing. Let's see. Into double coverage. The takeaway by Blackman.
He has no one to be upset at but himself. This is terrible. A terrible
It's just a
throw.
2-deep zone. And take a look as Blackman's flat-footed, eyes on Geno Smith the entire...
The whole time he's looking at you, Geno. Why are you staring down Thornton? Why? Use your eyes to manipulate the defense. That's like one of the first things you learn as a quarterback. I'm literally speechless because he has been so extremely bad. And honestly, I haven't really seen any accountability in his press conferences either. He just continues to say, trust the process. Pete continues to say, trust the process. And I do not want to turn into the 76ers for any of you guys that watch basketball. They've been trusting the process for a really long time, and they have nothing to show for it. I do not want to turn into that organization. So something needs to happen. Something.
away and jumps Thornton. It looks like a pick six. However, Blackman did step out before he got in the end zone.
Yeah, clearly that right foot, I think, is in the white. On the edge. Yep, there it is. More clearly. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Abdullah to the goal line and in for a Colts touchdown. He spent the last 3 years with the Raiders.
Max Crosby comes flying by, and it's that burst.
They put Amir Abdullah in just for insult to injury. I know it. I know they did. There's no way they're going to have Amir Abdullah run the ball right there on the goal line when you got Jonathan Taylor. They put him in just so Amir Abdullah can laugh at the Raiders because he was with the most dysfunctional part of the Raiders was Josh McDaniels. And then last season, of course, too. But they did that just so Amir Abdullah can have a laugh.
That gets him in the end zone, and one of the coolest things was he's celebrating with his offensive lineman afterwards, but first player out, Jonathan Taylor, running from the sidelines to go congratulate him.
Trying for two, the third time, and this one a little behind and incomplete. If Tyler Ward couldn't go back and get it. On fourth down, Genty trying to get back even to the line of scrimmage, and he did not get it.
And then another bad play call on 4th and short, 3rd and short. They continuously have bad play calls on short yardage when we need first downs. Continuously have bad play calls. And I don't know what kind of scheming the offensive line has, but it is not working out. It is not working out. If you can see right here, they're going to have Jack Besh go across to try to kick out whoever that end is or whoever is at the end of the defensive line. And he runs right into Ashton Genty. Let's just go straight up. Like, I know that blocking schemes are much more complicated than just go, oh, I got the guy in front of me. I get that. I completely get that. But when we just need a push for a first down, let's just do that. Let's just work strength on strength. Obviously, we don't have the best offensive line, but whatever we're doing now isn't working. So let's change it. But again, nothing is going to change. So I'm basically just preaching to this camera. That's the only one that's going to really listen.
On fourth down,
Jordan Meredith got absolutely blown up. Absolutely blown up. Terrible. My God.
Trying to get back even to the line of scrimmage, and he did not get it.
And that is all big number 90, Grover Stewart. Got to jump on the snap, broke through the line of scrimmage.
Already 32 points up on the board. Jonathan Taylor comes back in. Fake to him. Daniel Jones is throwing. And open deep. He's got it. Inside the 10-yard line is Ashton Doolin.
I mean, you got to love this. They get the stop on fourth down. Let's just go ahead and put a dagger in them. The go ball. Doolin releases back inside. And if not for doing that, I'm not sure he's going to be able to get to the football. Good job high pointing the football, controlling as he completes the process of the catch.
Having to earn his way back, accountability, and sending the right message is what's out there for Shane Steichen and this Colt team. And there he goes, Jonathan Taylor, his third touchdown today.
And then at this point in the game, I remember being like, damn, this game is a long game, isn't it? Like, it has to be like the fourth quarter. Nope, the third quarter was barely ending. I was already over the game at this point, watching it at home. Because we continuously go out and have bad performances. Continuously go out and have bad performances. So, it's funny because I've never thought that during a Raider game. Like, damn, this game went so quick, or it felt so long, I meant. And this is the first time, like, damn, is this game over yet? Like, this felt like it's been on forever. Nope. Third quarter was barely ending. Had a whole nother fourth quarter.
Watch the offensive line in particular. See the right guard, Mac Gonzalez, coming up through there. Just blasting Landon Roberts to the back of the end zone. By air, by land, doesn't matter.
I mean, he might need his buddy on defense to help him with the dance. Move a little. Can they get a two-point conversion? That's about the only thing the Colts haven't done right. Of course, they didn't plan on it. Taylor, he'll get it. He's going to throw it, and does, and the catch is made for the first down.
Oftentimes people underestimate the loss of having two guys like that out and what it does to your offense.
Especially in this offense. Geno Smith for the end zone and knocked away.
That should have been his third pick. Right there. I don't know what he's looking at right here. There's two Colts defenders right in front of Alberto. It makes no sense why even throw this ball here. He literally stared him down the whole time. The pocket was clean. He just decided to throw it into double coverage. For why? Ask him.
Almost his third interception, and Nick Cross had his hands on that one. Most explosive plays coming into this game, but not today. As Geno Smith is on the run and sacked for the third time today. And Zaire Franklin said. Smith firing, end zone, incomplete. Jacoby Myers in that Colts secondary. Smith again, off the fingertips. of Jacoby Myers.
Well, they're picking on Lamons.
Looked like a
but
replay.
again, this time,
The injuries that happened through the course of this game in that Colts secondary. Smith again, off the fingertips of Jacoby Myers.
well, they're picking on Lamons.
Looked like a
but
replay.
again, this time, well done.
Daniel Carlson, who punted for the first time in his NFL career. It was a 30-yarder last time because of the injury to Cole, but Cole can be the holder. He's missed from long range, but he hits here from 37.
Yay! We scored finally. Let's go! Oh my god, dude. This game was so bad.
A low completion percentage, but hands it off here. Good enough by Giddens for the first down.
Sometimes it's just...
What I also don't understand here either is we're down 6-40 here. You can see the Colts even brought in their backup quarterback. Anthony Richardson is in. Why didn't the Raiders do that? Let's put Kenny Pickett in for just some game time. This game legit means nothing at this point with only 9 minutes left in the game. Let's just put our second stringers out, see what they have. Like, let's see what they can do in a real NFL game. But instead, we continue to try out Geno Smith. Ashton Jeanty was done for the day. So what was the point of trying out Geno Smith? Like, if he's going to continue being the starting quarterback anyway, you don't want to get him hurt in this point of the game. Like, might as well just put Kenny Pickett in to, one, keep Geno fresh, and two, to see what Kenny Pickett has. But I don't know. I thought that this entire fourth quarter, I thought that basically before the last touchdown the Colts made, why not just put Kenny Pickett out there? I'm not sure why they didn't, but to me, let's just see somebody else back there.
Again, a new scenery, new coaching staff, new style of offense that suits you better.
Pass is tipped to the air, and Anthony Richardson caught his own deflection and advances it. It's like a Brett Favre throwback.
Backs this up in there, number 4.
If that wasn't an encapsulating Raiders play, I don't know what is. The Raiders make a good defensive play. I believe it was Latu that got up there, got his hand up there, deflected a ball. Somehow Anthony Richardson comes down with it, and he gets the first down. If that's not a Raiders play that I've seen, that just sums up the entirety of the Raiders organization as it feels like for the past 10 years maybe. But yeah, terrible.
49 for the Raiders. And he's pointing saying, I got it. I did it. There's the...
It was Charles Snowden.
Anthony Richardson catches the football and actually makes a gain out of it. If that is one play to epitomize how today has gone, that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
A round of applause from the starter. Yeah, and that's how
Snowden thought that was a pick the whole way.
He was pointing.
He was already pointing. He's already like just celebrating.
Washington, when they played the Raiders, Mariota had a big day running and throwing against this Raider defense. Richardson, and a mix-up there because his receiver stopped around the 30 after the 5-game mark like this. Smith fires, caught. Jacoby Myers.
To that point, though, the division is...
welcomed him in. And he's in trouble here, and he'll be sacked. That was a real...
Stone Forsythe is so bad. It kills me because Colton Miller was doing fine too. He was having a good year, a fairly good season, and we bring in one of the worst offensive linemen, possibly one of the worst graded offensive linemen in last season, and now he's our definitive left tackle while Colton Miller's out. I didn't think the offensive line could get any worse, and now it completely did. So that's terrible. Combine that with Geno Smith holding onto the ball for damn near way too long on every single pass play. That's a recipe for success, I would say. A
moment he would rather have not felt.
And he did with Seattle. He played well enough, battled through some tough stuff then, different coordinators, but played well enough to get the confidence of Pete Carroll to bring him to the Las Vegas Raiders, and talked about just the fact that he gets to talk to Tom Brady.
Yeah, the FaceTime with Brady was a thrill for him.
And then we're just going to lay down here. We're just going to lay down, run the ball, not even take shots in the end zone, because we're just so defeated. Like, what kind of impression does that give to your fans? Like, we just kind of gave up. We whimpered out, really. That's really how this game ended. We completely whimpered out. But yeah, the Colts win 40-6. The Raiders season has not gone very well so far. There's not honestly a lot to look forward to because even though we have a relatively easier schedule coming up in the next like 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks, after the bye week, it gets really difficult because we have Tennessee coming up next week, and that's gonna arguably be our easiest game on the schedule for the foreseeable future because by the time we get to like the Giants in week, I believe it's 16, 15 or 16, they're going to be a much better team. They're going to have a lot more chemistry developed. And hopefully by then the Raiders have a lot more chemistry developed on their own part, but I don't know. It just looks like a lot of things are going downhill here, and we're still really early in the season. There's not going to be any changes made. That's already been said by top brass, by head coach, coaching staff, by other people. Nothing is going to change. So realistically, I'm not sure what there is to look forward for the rest of this season besides maybe some more Ashton Genty performances. But that's even if we get the ball to him. That's even if he gets out in space and we give him chances to do what Ashton Genty does. But it looks like that's not even going to happen either. So honestly, it's been a really tough weekend, especially for the Raiders. It doesn't help that my fantasy team lost too, so that's a double not good. But like I said, next week we got the Tennessee Titans, who seem to be just as bad as the Raiders have been doing recently, so it's going to be a real tank bowl situation here. And I just hope that we can put a performance together against an obviously inferior team in the Tennessee Titans, and we could come out with a win, because if we don't win that game, I know Raider Nation is going to be calling for heads. Geno Smith, Chip Kelly, and then possibly even Pete Carroll, because I've been seeing rumblings of that already. Here we go, Raider Nation. Let's see if we can really finish out this season. This game did not feel good at all. Hopefully this kind of performance is on the back burner from here on out. Hopefully this left a bad taste in everybody's mouth in the organization, because I don't not want to see this kind of performance from the Raiders at all. But thank you, Raider Nation. Please remember to like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you going to look forward to for the rest of this Raiders season, because I'm not sure what there is to look forward to. But again, thank you. Just win, baby.